Hi, y'all. Jennifer Leday here with another installment of Leadership Lanya. Now, I've been thinking, and yes, I have had a lot more time for that here recently. But if we're really honest, if we think about our time BC or before Corona, as my friend Mary Foley puts it, we'd have to admit that we spent a lot of time, a lot of our work, and hey, a lot of our lives on autopilot. We did basically the same things, pretty much the same ways day after day after day. Kind of like a shampoo bottle instructions: lather, rinse, repeat. Then the pandemic came along, and it was as though my little granddaughter Josie just took the box of our lives, dumped it upside down, and shook it for good measure, right? I mean, y'all, we had to figure out new ways for doing a lot of things. Now, I don't know about you, but a lot of people are doing during this time are doing some closet cleaning. And now it depends on how deep you want to get into this, or especially if you work with a professional organizer. They are going to have you take every single thing out of that closet. You're going to clean the closet, and then before you just dump everything back in there, you're going to take each item of clothing, shoes, jewelry, whatever, and evaluate and assess, does it come back into the closet and stay in my life, or is it going to go bye-bye? Now, as we start thinking about returning to work, and some of us are, slowly making our way towards returning to work. And before we start rushing to get things back to normal, because hey, let's be honest, how many times have we said, I can't wait for things to get back to normal? But before we rush back to normal, let's really take some time to think about, what about normal do we really want to rush back to? What is worthy of us going back to? This has been, for some of us, it's literally been like a gift of time, albeit a gift we never asked for and never wished upon anyone. But it is an opportunity to look at what we were doing and how we were doing it, and to assess whether or not that was the best thing to do and the best way to do it. And so, I think we need to use this time wisely to assess what we're doing and how we're doing it. So before you just rush back to doing things the same old lame old way, here are two things that you can do to evaluate what you leave behind, AD, or another dimension. Again, credit to my friend Mary Foley for that. So what do you want to bring with you, AD, into another dimension? First thing you can do is, just as if you were looking at the clothes or the shoes that were going to go back into your closet, examine your people policies, your procedures. What did you relax or drop during the pandemic that you really, frankly, didn't need in the first place? Maybe you'd outgrown those old practices, but you just kept doing them because you were on autopilot. So really assess all of those things that you were doing and how you were doing them. Do they make really good business sense, or was it just habit that you were still doing them in the same way? Second of all, ask your team for input on what they'd like to see go back into the closet of your work, and what needs to be donated or given away or shed in some way. This is a powerful way to get them involved, get them engaged, and essentially what you're going to be doing is co-creating the kind of work environment and the culture that they actually want to work in. Hello, is that not a good idea? So this is your opportunity to do some housekeeping, to see what you're going to leave behind and what you're going to take with you. So what activities, people, things, practices will you be leaving behind? Hey, if you'd like some help, a guide on the side to help you keep your team together, even if you're still social distancing, or even if you want some help looking at your leadership with a fresh pair of eyes, let's talk. Click on the button to schedule your complimentary discovery call with me, and we'll get you on the right track. Meanwhile, y'all, and until next time, stay safe and stay sane.